Hey everybody, welcome back to the eBay shop. My name's Corey.
I'm Teresa.
And we are Grams and Pops Vintage, and we have a lot going on this week.
This is just going to be a hodgepodge of stuff.
That's how our week was, a hodgepodge of stuff. We have everything from a boo-boo, an international shipping boo-boo, which we'll talk about. We're going to talk about just some general life stuff going on and getting in the way. We made a pivot on one of our stores, and we're going to talk about some big plans coming up for Q1. So we've got a lot in this video, but we do have a bunch of packing on all kinds of different stores that we need to get to this week. So
I had 10 orders on Dapper and Dazzle.
10 on Dapper and Dazzle, 6 on my store. We had 1 on the new Cookbook store. We had 3 on the Grams and Pops website.
I will say.
And I think we had like 35 on our main store. So it's a big packing day.
We did. I will have to say I have a 90-day total of $1,600 on Dapper and Dazzle.
That store is growing.
And that's only 30 days old.
Yeah, I knew that one was going to grow. So that's going to be a good rival second store here for us. That's going to be a good one.
It is.
So, all right, what actually sold first?
Well, Corey decided yesterday he was going to list some of our latches and I don't even, not hinges. There's no hinges.
We got
latches and drawer pulls.
Yeah, I don't know if we even mentioned it.
We didn't because we were keeping it secret with what we were going to do with our
Right. We were gonna use. We have a whole bunch of like antique brass and copper plated hardware, like drawer pulls and latches. And we were gonna use that to convert the cookbook store into that. Unfortunately, List Easier doesn't support that category, and they've been kind of slow at getting that category.
They've been struggling
running,
with some of the pieces of it.
That is one thing about them. They will make sure it's accurate, or they won't release it. So they're working on it. But in the meantime, we figured we'd start listing that stuff on the Grams and Pops store as kind of a test ground. Run some of it. And apparently it's decent stuff because it is selling.
Corey listed this one and it sold within, what, 2 hours?
I don't know if you could, let me pull one of these out.
You want me to pull it up on here?
Yeah, go ahead. It's one of those spin latches for like a window or a drawer.
It is. It's super cool. Like it's super ornate. It's just super cool. But
it's actually cast brass or bronze and then they copper plated it, we found out.
Yep. But it is, I was just going to let you continue to describe it before I told you what they are antique East Lake. I don't know where that came from, but copper plated window sash lock and catch ornate.
Yep, that's what they are.
And there are 4 of them in that bag. And the person bought all 4 of them at $29.99 a piece. And so we sold those 4 for $119.96. And that means we are just about halfway to paying, well, we are pretty much halfway to paying off what we paid for those.
All right, the next one we bought this, was that early this summer?
Yes, and we paid.
They're headlight aiming kits. We got 2 of these.
Yep, they are Hopkins Hoppy Model B4A mechanical headlight aiming service center thing. But we walked up and they had $5 and we're like, oh, are they $5 a piece? And they're like, no, they're $5 for both of them. So we have 2. Yep. I went through and they were disgusting. I know they came from a mechanic shop, so they are disgusting. But I cleaned them all up. I separated them out so they both had the same equipment in it. There's no way to test them, so we just sold them. But they've been out there.
There's not a lot to test in them. I don't know if you remember the old cars, the headlights. They had screws on like 4 corners or at least 2 sides on some of them, and you put a big poster on the wall. And you hook these up and then it shines your headlights at the wall and you adjust them till it hits the right spot. That's kind of what these kits are. They're for the old style headlights. New cars, I don't even think are adjustable. They just fit in and they're done. I don't know.
I have no clue.
I used to have to aim headlights in a shop I worked at, and that's kind of what those kits are.
We took an offer on these for $100. However, on this one, do you remember his comments on it?
I don't.
His first initial offer he sent said $10 towards shipping.
Oh, that's right. He went back and forth.
Whatever. So I recountered and said, this is what I'll do at $100 and you pay all shipping. And he accepted and said, in his comment after he accepted, he said, $25 towards shipping. I'm not refunding any additional shipping because he accepted the offer. So he knew what he was paying in shipping. So
he may or may not be disappointed when he gets those because he's expecting $10 or $25 off his shipping. He's getting exactly nothing off his shipping.
Well, plus
that's not how offers work.
No, and plus I don't know what it'll cost to ship it. It's light, but it is big. So it is what it is.
If it's overcalculated and we charge too much shipping, we'd refund that anyway. Maybe that'll work out in our favor. But if not, like that's just not how offers work. We don't do that. So.
No.
All right, first First order of business was a boo-boo.
It was, but can I tell you whose boo-boo it was?
It was Teresa's.
Oh, it was not Teresa's because I did not pack it.
This was 100% Teresa's boo-boo.
Corey was already upset packing this item.
I was more than upset. I wanted to throw this in the garbage and say it got broken when we, the bad part is, like, this thing was horrible. It was a Danbury mint tree, but it was the M&M one.
Yep.
So there's like 100 little tiny pieces hanging off this tree that you can't even move the tree physically without almost breaking stuff. And there's no styrofoam, there's nothing with it.
Nope.
So there's no good way to pack it without getting it broken.
Nope. But he got it all packed up. We took it to the post office, dropped it off. We got home, and I think it was the next day when you were doing your resale therapy. He realized the power cord is still sitting on our desk.
Yeah.
So we waited because it went EIS. So what do you do? I mean, it shipped EIS. You can't use the same label again.
No, we waited, and they did reach back out, and they were like, we got the tree. There's no power cord. And we were like, oh, yeah, there's not because it's here. So we had to figure out how to solve that because it's not like they're in Ohio and we can just throw it in a box and ship it to them.
Yep.
It became a problem. We were like, how do we even handle that? We've never had that before. So we had to put in a call to eBay.
Yep, we did, Chris. We did have to call eBay.
One of the few times we do. We did have to have eBay give us a call back and figure out how to do it. And they did give us a good recommendation.
The guy was great. Like, he was seemed very knowledgeable. And I'm like, so can I just ship it using the same label we already had? And he said no, because there's no way for them to know once it goes through the EIS that's marked as shipped to the end user. So he said what he would recommend doing is go in and create an order.
Create a listing.
Create a listing for... He said a penny, but you can't do anything for less than 99 cents on eBay, and do free shipping and ship it to him. And that's what I did. And then I've been conversing back and forth with the guy, and he says, well, they're charging me this much shipping on my end. I said, just send me a screenshot of what you paid and I will reimburse you for it on the original order.
Yeah. So basically we just had to sell him the power supply for $1.
Yep.
And then we'll refund all of his costs on the original order, which I don't remember what it was, but it was a decent price. So we're not going to lose money on it, but we handled, like, the situation got handled. He'll get his thing. He's been very
cordial,
gracious. Like, he could have been very angry, and he wasn't. He's working with us. So that's, if you ever run into that problem where you forget to ship a piece with EIS, that's how they told us to handle it from eBay. And it seems to be working out all right as long as the customer is willing to work.
The one good thing was it didn't ship far. It only shipped across the border into Canada. So it's not like, whatever. And I did look into shipping it through Pirate Ship, but Pirate Ship, the only option was UPS, and they were wanting like $30 to ship it.
Plus he would have had to pay tariffs on his end, I'm sure.
So it was just easier to go through EIS. EIS handles, as far as I know, any tariffs, any whatever going into that country.
I think it's going to end up costing us around $14 when it's said and
14 plus our shipping to the hub. So less than $20 I think it's going to cost us, which we paid $5 for it. It sold for $95. We're still in the profit. It's not a huge deal.
Even if we were at a loss, I still would have sent it to him because he's been super, super good about it. It was totally our mistake, Teresa's mistake, not my mistake. So we're taking care of it. But
I am not taking blame for that one.
It ended up being a positive. She should have never bought that tree. That's the problem.
But we bought that other thing too, and it was the same way. It had things hanging off of it.
It was not that break. The things hanging off of it were like solid resin. This thing...
Are you talking about the bulldog
one? Yeah. Those were much easier to ship.
Lesson learned. Teresa will not buy those again unless they have styrofoam and box.
If you ever run into the Danbury Mint M&M tree, run.
Unless it has the box.
No, just don't buy it. There is no way to ship it without breaking it.
If it has the box and the styrofoam, there is.
Run.
We will agree to disagree to agree.
Do not buy that thing. All right, what's sold next?
We sold the Star Wars. This is one of the ones that there were some boxes that were in some seriously bad condition. So I went through one day while Corey was working on resale therapy, and I went through and I cut all the boxes off. I left as much on as I could.
Teresa actually did really good with this. I was talking about just pulling them from the box and selling them as pre-owned. She actually pulled them from the box, but she left them on the plastic and left as much of the stuff with it as you could, so they could see they're brand new without the box, which was a very good way to do it. We were able to get a little more out of them that way. So
it practically sold at new, but I did take a few dollars off because it doesn't have the original complete outer box. But that is the Star Wars 1996 Action Fleet Y-Wing Starfighter with the gold leader and somebody else is there. I don't remember who it is. But that one sold for $22.99. So even without the complete box, it still sold. And the other one that we had that was in the box actually sold super fast too.
Yep.
So.
All right, the next thing we have is one of our free appliance parts.
I gotta pull that number
this
off
has
there.
got like, it's got a fuzzy on it. It's a Maytag dishwasher part. I'm not sure what that is.
It is
Oh.
an OEM replacement Maytag genuine dishwasher detergent cup.
That's what it is.
This is the second one we sold. But that one, and for anybody that knows, we got a whole bunch of appliance parts for free.
Yep, on the highway sale here in South Dakota.
I'm pretty sure I'm down to very few in my totes, but I can't combine my totes because they're all numbered inside of them.
Yep.
So, but that one sold for $44.99.
All right, so this weekend we got really busy with just life stuff. Like we had a lot going on this, not just the weekend, the whole week was really busy. And you guys know us in our business, we're always really, really busy. We overextend ourselves a lot.
Yep.
A lot of that is on me.
Well, but this weekend I was busy doing a whole bunch of catch-up stuff that I have to do for towards year end, and so I had not had a chance. So it was super hard for me this year when I'm working on this I didn't list.
No, that's one thing we said was we were gonna, we kind of agreed, I brought it up, Teresa agreed grudgingly, that we were gonna, because we were so busy with just normal life stuff, let's take a weekend off of listing. What's it gonna hurt if we just don't list for a weekend? So
I don't know, we'll see.
We decided to do that.
Well, we didn't take a whole weekend off of listing.
We didn't. We took a whole Saturday off. We didn't list anything Saturday. Not a single item listed.
I'm trying to remember
Saturday.
if I listed. I don't think I listed Friday night either because I was so focused on what I was working on that it was like 11 o'clock before we went to bed.
So Friday she didn't list on our main store. Saturday none of us listed anywhere, and then Sunday I listed a couple on 2 different stores, but not a lot. And then I listed like 4 items on our main store. So we didn't list nowhere near our normal listing pace.
No, but that'll get back to it either this evening or tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll get back on track, but I think the thing was, can you take a weekend of listing off? I think you can. I don't think it matters.
No, I don't think it is, but I think as we go, like I did have drafts, but they're not completed drafts where you can just walk in and drop them.
Yeah.
So if we decide we're going to take a weekend off again in the future, I think I can just schedule Friday or Saturday, Sunday listings.
I don't think you even have to. I really don't think it's going to matter. I mean, we went.
It gives me anxiety.
It does. It makes you feel guilty for not doing it. But we worked. I mean, we had a lot of just normal life things going on. We had to work at the escape rooms. We had bookings just randomly. We had a lot going on. So taking a day or 2 off, I don't think it's going to hurt us. If you guys have watched the videos for a while, you know that for a 2 or 3 year period, we've been on $500 a day listing.
500 plus, yes.
500 is our minimum. We list every single day, 7 days a week. We've been on that for a long time. In the last 90 days,
this is the first time I've not listed.
Yeah, it is. But in the last 90 days, I think between all 4 stores, we're listing closer to $2,000 a day.
Probably.
I think it's been right around $2,000 a day for a 90-day period without missing days. So it was, while it made us feel a little bit guilty for not listing, even not listing, we're still listing way more than we ever were. So I don't think it's going to hurt our stores at all. We'll see. If we have a lull and things slow down for us for 2 days, we'll know. But I'm also okay with it if it happens. I do think we have to build in some time where we can just say, well, what if we just want to go on a vacation or something? We don't vacation, just so you know, we don't. But if we decided we just wanted to go somewhere for 2 days or a highway sale for 2 days and not list, we should be able to do that. So I think we're going to start building that in. And if we're not busy, if we're not busy and we want to list, we can. Like that is one thing when we took those days off, but then in the evening sitting down on the couch, you're like, what do I do? I'll list a couple.
Yeah, because that's typically when I drop my listings is in the evening while we're sitting watching TV.
Yeah,
so.
if you're listing because you're bored, that's one thing. If you're listing because you have to, because you feel like you have to get X amount done that day, I don't think that's something I want to. So I do think it's okay to build a couple days where we just say, hell with it. We don't have to list if we don't want to.
Maybe we pick once a month.
Maybe we pick once a week. Once a month. You're crazy. All right. We do have some more stuff that's sold.
We do.
What do you got?
So in amongst our Star Wars stuff, we did have some Battlestar Galactica. What is Battlestar Galactica?
Really?
Yeah.
We've watched the whole
No, I know,
series.
but like it's not Star Trek, right?
No, it's Battlestar
like
Galactica.
in between the two.
No.
I don't know what. So this is actually the second. This is
item. What sold. It's saran wrap so that the hood thing doesn't come off.
The hood and the little dude don't fall out.
So that's what it is. It's an old Battlestar Galactica ship.
Do you know when it's from?
I don't, 80s?
1978,
Is it
Mattel.
really that old?
Battlestar Galactica Colonial Viper ship. And as I was going through a little laundry basket that had a bunch of little figures loose, I happened to find the pilot for it, which makes it worth more. So we sold him for $69.99. And I sold the last Battlestar Galactica item for up there too, like over 40 bucks.
All right, next we have some more of our sheer freesia lotion going out. Somebody got a great deal on the dollar auction this past week because we had some of these in our lots.
Yep.
And these things sell really well for us. And I think they got those lots for like $2 a lot.
So this is Bath & Body Works Pleasures Sheer Freesia Original Classic Body Lotion. So this is, okay, there's a fly in here.
It's like a gnat or something. No,
We
it's
got
a
the
fly.
flies going again.
Every time. We should just rename this channel to what fly are we going to kill today?
So this is actually a repeat buyer that bought this one. They had just left us a review on the last bottle of lotion they got, and then turned around after they left the review that same day. They bought another bottle. That sold for $29.99, free shipping, but it cost me $5 to ship that.
All right, so you guys know we have 4 stores. We have 4 eBay stores. We have our Grams and Pops Vintage, which is our main everything store. We have Dapper and Dazzle now. We have Stereo View Vault, and we have our cookbook store that we've talked about a little bit. Because of this weekend, which is also Teresa's fault, she decided to buy a car full of DVDs because they were too cheap to leave.
I don't think so, Jeffrey.
100% Jeffrey.
I don't know.
100% Teresa decided to
I
buy
was
them.
looking at ink and pens and some doorknobs, and Corey's like, hey, look they have like 350 DVDs over there for $30.
And she's like, what do you think? Should we do it?
No, you cannot blame this on me. We had to use both of us to carry this tote to.
It's like one of the big Christmas tree ones. So picture your normal big storage totes like we use ×2. Like it was a big one, but there was like
× 3.
Yeah, well, times
Times 3 by the full capacity.
And the sign said 350 DVDs for $35.
30.
So 10 cents a
$30.
piece. $30.
30.
So less than 10 cents a piece. So we did collaborate and listen to each other. And
Collaborate
then
and listen.
decided that we couldn't leave it there for 10 cents a DVD. We were going to see if we could cherry pick a few out to pay for it and get in the profit. And
I think you did find one.
I found one already that's a $40 DVD with a good sell-through rate. So being as we bought those, we weren't going to start up another store.
No.
Like, we're at our bandwidth. 4 stores is enough. If we keep the Grams and Pop Everything store as a testing ground to test niches, and then these 3 niche-specific stores that we can brand and really work with as a brand on each one, I think that's at our capacity. So we decided to take the cookbook store and turn it into a physical media store.
Is that what you called it?
It's called Physical Formats.
Oh, so yeah, so we have cookbooks on there. Corey's been posting DVDs on there.
I have a shop full of records that are going to go on there. We do have some cassette tapes in here that'll go on there.
Oh yeah, we can move the few items that we have on our store. Are you going to put books, or is it just going to be...
Any physical media. So
I
we
got
could
some
do
books for you too.
So we're going to convert that to our physical media store. Now, that changes that store a little bit, but I think it brands it better. And because of the way we buy and the tendency to end up with books when we're buying in bulk, even if we don't want them, I think that's going to end up well for books and CDs and all that stuff. We're not going to source intentionally for that store. Why do you keep tapping me?
Because I thought of something we could put on there. We have all that music. Like the sheet
music
music.
books? We could.
And just do it in a lot, just like we did on Commons. Just
that
drop it
kind of
on
stuff.
there.
Anything physical media we'll put there. Now I will say the 3 stores we have that are not our main store, 2 of them are working really well. One of them we're just getting started on, and I think we're going to kind of keep one of them always as a...
Transition maybe?
Not really a transition store, but an experimental store. So if this works, great. If it doesn't, great. We'll lock things off. We'll get rid of them. We'll turn it into something else. I would like to have 1 store that never goes away, 2 stores that are working well, branded well, building their own brands, and 1 store for exploring new niches and seeing which ones work, whether we want to keep them or not. So I think that's kind of the format we're going for. Physical format. That's what we're trying for. So last Saturday Shop Talk, I was listing DVDs for that store. So that's where we're going with that. That's why.
And on a side note, DVDs, disc only, cannot ship eBay standard envelope.
I was so tempted to peel them all out and ship disc only so I could ship them with a stamp or the 74-cent eBay standard envelope. CDs and DVDs and stuff like that can't ship standard envelope because they have to be machinable.
Yeah, they have
which
to
means
be
they have to be
semi-bendable.
flexible. So according to eBay, you're not allowed to do that, which sucks because I was kind of counting on that. So the DVDs I don't think are going to be great. I think we're going to have 10 or 15 that are $10 and above that sell decent and quick. And the rest of them, that is one thing on our niche stores. Because we're doing everything in the niche, some of that stuff is really slow moving, but we are very aggressively saying nothing stays here past a year.
Yep.
I don't care what it is. If it hits a year, it's gone. Yep. And I don't care if I have to lot it up and sell it on the dollar auction, donate it, burn it. I don't care. 1 year, you're gone. So we have to keep our inventory under control.
Bonfire at the Eckert compound.
Yep. We may be having marshmallows that taste a little plasticky. It is what it is.
Have you seen what they do with some of those records, though?
Bend them for shelves?
No, they bend them for like pots because it already has a hole in the center.
For pots? You
Like-
don't want a hole in your pot.
No, well, I mean, you put your dirt in there and you put a
Oh, planters?
planter.
Yeah, if you put a heat gun on a record, you can shape it to whatever you want. You
They
can
look
make
really cool
shelves,
because they look like, what do they call some of those
but that sounds
glass
like more
things?
work.
Are some of the glass things are like they call them like handkerchief pots. So they have like the
I
wave.
think you got one over there.
Kind of.
Kind of.
I think I got one back there too.
All right, let's look at what's sold next.
We sold a gauge. I had to think about what it was. And by the way, this was 100% a Teresa buy.
This was a Teresa buy. I remember you getting these.
I saw them and I'm like, he had like $3 on most of them. A couple had 5 and one had 10.
Yep.
And I was like,
I was looking at, he had a whole bunch of antique tools. I was looking through the tools and Teresa found a shelf of these.
between the two I've sold,
And she just went ham on them. She bought a bunch. I think you bought them all, didn't you?
no.
Close
Between
to
the
it?
two I sold, I have all my money back now. But this is a vintage VDO 310-015 cockpit series, 400 degree Fahrenheit transmission oil temperature gauge. And it sold for $34.99. Oh, it says transmission on it. And I went directly to their website to verify which ones were which, because I don't know crap about cars.
Yeah, that's what it is. An oil temp gauge for a transmission.
Oh, transmission
is what it
oil.
is.
Okay, you said oil gauge. When I think of oil gauge, I think of like oil, not transmission. It's not transmission oil. It's transmission fluid.
Yeah, I know, but that's what it is. Case Grams is out there racing in her hybrid. Make sure you're not going to blow up the tranny. All right. Well, I can't say tranny. It meant transmission first. All right. Next we have a semi.
This is some of the stuff that came out of our Star Wars buy as well. It is a 2001 Norscott 164th Caterpillar black semi-truck tractor. I don't know why they call those tractors.
Because that's what they are.
They're semis.
It's a giant
It's a
diesel engine
semi-truck.
with wheels. It's a tractor.
It's a semi-truck with a trailer, and it is new sealed, and it sold for $29.99.
All right. So post Q4, we're already thinking about Q1. And we kind of have to when we're doing things the way we're doing them. If we didn't think for the next quarter ahead, we would back ourselves into a corner pretty quick.
Yep.
So Q1, what we're planning on doing with all the new stuff we've been doing lately, we need to do a full inventory of the entire shop. That's first step.
Yep.
So we're going to inventory this entire shop, and we're going to reorganize in here. We're going to bring in some new shelving, and we're going to change the layout of the shop. Might be a good time to paint a few walls. We're gonna see, but we are definitely going to
Yeah, spray gun.
reorganize the shop. A spray.
I ain't rolling it.
We might be able to just, if we get everything away from the walls and throw plastic over, we might be able to just pay somebody to come spray it.
I don't know if it's worth, like, there's a lot of, okay, anyways.
A lot of
keep going.
wall.
A lot of wall, a lot of untaped seams.
Well, it doesn't have to be pretty. It's just got to be a color. But it is, I mean, we do have some flow issues in here where it would be nice to reorganize to help just things be a little more efficient. And we have a space issue for storage. So I think we're going to reorganize, add some more shelving, change stuff around. But I think that has to start with a full inventory.
Yep.
And during that full inventory, that'll be our reset point. Everything that's a year old or older will leave here. It won't be here. And everything that maybe got delisted that's still in a tote, we'll find all that stuff. So it'll be a full inventory time come January 1st. So we're planning ahead for that right now.
I'm just going to agree because I know it's going to be a lot of work.
It's going to be a ton of work. We're going to have to do it in stages.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
I think January, if we could get through the inventory part in January, take the full month of January just to inventory, I think that would be reasonable.
I don't think it'll take the full month. I mean,
But
we've
I think
dropped
if
down
we gave
to
ourselves the month.
I say because we've dropped down like
Quite a bit.
quite a bit in
Believe it or
inventory.
not, adding 4 stores and all the stuff we've done here, our inventory has actually gotten smaller. But we're being a lot pickier. We're selling faster. We're selling better stuff that doesn't sit around a lot, and we're purging inventory quickly. So we have less items now than we did before we had 4 eBay stores, which is kind of cool.
Well, no, we don't because you got quite a few inventory on your.
Less than 2,000.
We've never had over 4,500 in our regular.
Well, yeah,
store.
I guess if you count postcards as individual,
Yeah, and mine
But
is
keep in mind those postcards. My entire Stereo View Vault store takes
fits on
up
one little shelf.
one bookshelf, and it's not full. Like I have enough to almost double the size of that store still, just on that one bookshelf. So that store, I don't think I'll grow it past that bookshelf. I think I'll just keep compressing those listings into the trays as they sell, and I think I'll keep it. It's a one bookshelf store, which is kind of what makes it nice.
Well, mine is just a one little area of a hanger.
Yeah.
Oh no, it ain't because I have some things in those little totes and some things
Well,
in the totes
and yours
back
will
there.
grow too, but it's jewelry. It doesn't take up a lot of room.
No.
We have to figure out storage for that kind of stuff as we go along. That's part of the struggle, is figuring out how we want to reorganize, how we
I
want to
got
store.
issues storing that stuff.
Yes, she does.
No, I don't. They all hang in hangers.
Not true.
They do, and they don't take up much space.
Nope. Maybe on Saturday Shop Talk, I'll take you over there and show you how full of crap she is. It is not as organized as she makes it sound.
It is.
She just had an entire tote of pins that she had to dig through every time one sold.
No, but that was because, and they all are hung up back
I
there.
don't want to know why. I'm just saying the
It's 'cause
reality.
you listed them.
So once again, Teresa is wrong, and we'll put that on record.
No, and they are all organized now. I know where everything is in there.
No, that's a lie. All right, let's look at the last few things that sold.
We sold part of our second rainbow vacuum that we listed. The reason I listed this one first is because it was super clean.
Yeah, that
peel that
does
tape off there.
that does affect when you list stuff.
It does. So I parted out this entire rainbow thing. It had the pieces and parts and everything for it.
This is what it looks like. It's this vacuum.
It's just
chamber
the water tank
canister.
reservoir, base and pan. And it sold for $29.99. I think that's the second piece that I've sold of that, but that pays for that one in full because we only paid $10 for that one.
All right, next we have some, is that perfume? Mm-hmm. I think it's perfume. This is some of the very little perfume we have left on the store. We've kind of taken it off because we got slapped on the wrist by eBay for perfume.
Yep. So we have nothing in there that is not brand new anymore.
It's flamingo something. It's a little tiny
It's
one.
not flamingo
Does that say
nothing.
flamingo?
No.
What's that say?
It says Fragonard.
Fragonard. Looks like
Fragonard
flamingo with no
Paris.
glasses on.
Moment vol et du toilette. It is a quarter fluid ounce. It is new sealed. I have 2. This is the second time this one sold because somebody got it and they're like, yeah, no. But they sent it back to me sealed, so I don't know. Anyways, that sold for $30 plus shipping.
Quarter ounce of toilet water. Who knew?
Right?
All right, I think that's it. We're gonna get out of here. If you guys get a chance, you have questions or comments, leave them on this video. We will address all the comments and questions on Saturday when we put out that video.
Corey will. I do, kind of.
She does. I'm trying to get her
I
more
yell.
involved, but she's always doing busy work in the background. But we're still
Tweaking.
messing with that format because Teresa doesn't want to wear a microphone because she's working and she's noisy.
And people yell at me.
But then when she does wear a microphone, people want to hear what she's saying. So we might have to set up a microphone so she can just
Grab
come
it.
to a location.
Well, I do. I come right here. Right next
figure
to
it out.
your microphone.
We'll get her a microphone she could talk in when she wants to talk and then not have on when she's... So we will get that figured out. But leave your comments and questions below, and we will see you guys Saturday.
Hasta la vista, baby.